Alright, Finn, this one's going to be about how to make that char cloth, and it's not that hard. The first thing you need, of course, is a fire, and I like to make my fires by putting 2 logs side by side, running north and south, one on the left, one on the right, as you can see, and they're a little bit wet, so we'll see how this works out. And then I pile on, my birch bark, my tinder, whatever it is that I want, and then I just slowly start to pile on larger sticks. I didn't put a lot of, really bigger ones on this because I'm not looking for a big fire tonight. I'm just looking for enough coals to be able to throw the tins in there and make this char cloth. But the reason that I do like to put the logs running north and south next to each other is because I think it creates a good airflow under there. You can see where I put my birch bark. And that's really what's going to make a good fire for you is 3 major things. You need airflow, you need heat, and of course you need your fuel, which is the wood that we have on top of it. And I may need to add a little bit more. We'll see what that produces for coals. Generally I put some thicker stuff on top. So we're going to light it up, see what happens. Alright, let's see if we can get a 1-match fire. Charcoal here, if you can see that. This is charcoal that I had made before. It was in that bag. And this stuff you can scrape off into a powder and you can ignite that too. And I'll probably try a little bit of that. Alright, Finn, so as you can see, I have rearranged my fire in a way that all of my coals are towards the front because we just need the heat. What we're going to do is take this cotton t-shirt. This is the same material that I sent you in your kit. It's got 1 hole punched in the top, and you probably don't even need that hole because the science behind what's happening here is that like we said earlier, you need 3 things to create fire. You need fuel, oxygen, and air. I'm sorry, fuel, oxygen, and heat. So we're going to have the heat, and we're going to have the fuel, but we're trying to sort of reduce the oxygen. So what's going to happen is big puffs of smoke are going to come out of here, maybe even flame. Sometimes flame does. And once that smoke stops, that's when you know your char cloth is complete. So let's throw it in there and see what happens. I also have an experiment here that I'm working on. This is just paper towels. I want to see if this will work. It will, but I just want to try it out. And lastly, I have this cool thing that I just learned about. This is the same thing, same material, but it's rolled up into a tube. And I'll show you why that's so significant after we're done. Really, really good for tinder bundles and so forth. And I'm sure you probably already figured it out. It's just because it's thicker, it's more condensed. again. So here is the tin that we made the char cloth, very similar to what I had sent you. Try and get that in the light. It's hard to see because it's dark now, but it's that same blue cloth. And we're going to see how it works. So I'm just going to take a piece of this. Sorry that it's dark, I wish it was light, but you can see it. Put it. Piece of flint here. This piece of flint's a little bit wet, so I don't know, it might take a little bit of extra doing. But we'll try it anyway. Let's see what happens. Your striker. A little bit more difficult when it's wet, but we'll get it. Goes. So you can see it. Took a little bit longer this time because the flint was wet. But you can see even with wet flint, it will eventually take. Sorry about the noise. And that can go right into a tinder bundle. That will most definitely start a fire. Alright, put this in my bucket before it burns my hand.